There is an effort worldwide to cut down on fossil fuels. For the last 10 years, discussions around climate change have become very heated. Naturally, international organizations like the United Nations have also been working on this issue. It is a time that the promises made at the Paris Agreement in 2014 are finally fulfilled. India is not going to be far behind in this either. Our future goals include changing energy mix and shifting towards sustainable energy. In the upcoming economic development models, the plan is to lessen carbon emission as far as possible in infrastructure projects, businesses, manufacturing sectors, etc. To achieve this, it is important to focus on vehicular pollution. Globally, nearly 14% pollution is caused due to burning of fossil fuels. As long as the country doesn't have an infrastructure for electric vehicles, the dependency on fossil fuels would remain. But there is a good news. India's first electrical highway between Delhi and Jaipur is going to start soon. Talks are also underway to build electric highway between Delhi and Mumbai. But what exactly is an electric highway and what could be its impact on India's future transportation? What are the innovations being done regarding electric roads? Let's find out. The government has been pushing for an electric highway between the Indian capital Delhi and Jaipur for quite some time. Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari has also said that the government is in talks with foreign companies regarding the construction of the highways. According to a report by HT Auto, apart from Delhi and Jaipur, talks are underway with a Swedish firm to build an electric highway between Delhi and Mumbai. At a time when the world is moving towards alternatives to conventional fuels like a petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc., electricity is the most popular choice when it comes to transportation and vehicular power. Electricity is the power that drives the vehicles without causing any carbon emission. This is a futuristic source of energy. If the proposed electric highway becomes a reality, the vehicles traveling on it would be charged on the go. This means that the cars need not be parked to be recharged. For high electricity needs, cables could also be installed. Modern e-highway integrates railway technology that enables efficient utilization of resources and road transport feasibility. This helps in saving energy and using infrastructure in its present form. Trucks and buses can be powered by dynamic pantographs through overhead connection lines. It makes it easier to connect and disconnect with electric cables. You must have seen high-tension electricity lines over train engines. They are called pantographs. A good example are the trams in Kolkata. While they are closer to trains for longer routes, our highways need to be electrified in a similar manner. According to Nitin Gadkari, not only cars and smaller vehicles, but trucks, buses, and railway engines too would be electrified. Eventually, all vehicles would be transformed into electric vehicles. Note that we know that electric vehicles are the transportation for the future. A question arises, is there an e-highway or an e-pathway existing in the world right now? Although not at a big scale, Sweden and Germany have started making electric highways. In an interview with the PTI in 2016, Nitin Gadkari had also said that like Sweden, India would soon have its electric highway. Still, a technological breakthrough is needed. Companies are working on speeding up the charging process and increasing the travel range. The advancement in this field is still going slow. There is a small Israeli startup firm, Electron, that has an idea to electrify roads. This means that roads will have high tension lines and so pantograph vehicles would not be required. Instead, the vehicles would be charged in a wireless manner. From mobile phones to small electronic gadgets, we all have already adopted wireless charging. Imagine that a car or bus doesn't need to stop to recharge and how much that would boost efficiency. Electron has already tested this in a boarding school campus in Tel Aviv. In this test, they placed copper coils under a 900 feet long circular pavement that facilitates wireless charging. Through this, they recharged the Renault Zoe test car. However, there are millions of kilometer-long roads in the world. Hence, as of now, Electron is focused on electrifying urban bus and shuttle routes in order to lessen Israel's dependency on imported oil and the resulting air pollution. According to a New York Times report, Electron executives are gradually taking steps to go global and working towards creating all-electric city transport in the future. Wireless charging, however, is not a new concept. It has been around ever since electricity was discovered. More than 100 years ago, Nikola Tesla had invented wireless electricity transmission. According to him, it was possible to transfer energy through air. He was definitely ahead of his time. But his competitor, Thomas Edison, did not allow Tesla's idea to flourish over his own. Electron's concept of wireless charging is based on the technology that Tesla has first talked about. It works on 4 components. The first are the copper coils placed under the rods. Second is the receiver unit that receives energy from the coils. Next comes the management unit along the side of the rod that manages the relationship between the copper coil and receiver unit. Management unit receives electricity directly from the power grid. It then transfers it safely to the copper coils. The fourth component is a cloud software that monitors this entire process, including the amount of energy transmission and maintenance. This software allows for charging according to usage. The benefits of wireless charging are much talked about. When it comes to transition in electric mobility, there is a possibility to cut a few costs. After implementing wireless technology, the battery capacity of cars and other vehicles can be massively reduced. It would cut the cost to the extent that the price of the vehicles could be halved. If the vehicles can be charged on the road, they need not stop. Different vehicles with their different power requirements could be charged on the same road. This is quite a difficult task, to be honest. Globally, there have been massive transitions from horses to horsepower cars, and so on and so forth. These changes involve huge and complex systems that are old, like road networks, infrastructure, government norms, etc. In such a scenario, problems concerning wireless charging are bound to arise. However, electric roads are the future of energy efficiency. This would greatly reduce carbon emission. Less pollution means less impact of global warming and climate change. Sustainable ways of electricity production could be explored that would also help in reducing imports significantly. Today, fossil fuel is used in almost all cars, bikes, trucks, buses, etc. Electrification can definitely restrict fossil fuels to their nominal usage. Whether e-roads are charged through pantographs or through wireless, its benefits would involve both energy conservation and air pollution control. So friends, this was a case study where we have discussed that what are the electrical highway and what are the benefits that they're going to provide in terms of efficiency and in terms of green energy. What's your thought in this complete concept? Do comment below in the comment section. And with the same, my friends, that's it for the video. I hope you have liked the video, and if you have, don't forget to share it with your friends. We will meet in next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.